I'm Commander Shepard, and this is my favorite channel. It's on YouTube now.
Hey guys, how's it going? Today I'm going to share my preliminary thoughts on Resident Evil 6, but first let's look at what's in the box. I got the Archives Edition for Xbox 360, and you get a cardboard cover that looks totally neat. You get a download code for Resident Evil Code Veronica HD, Resident Evil 4 HD, and Resident Evil 5 Gold, and you also get the game in different languages, and you get Resident Evil Degeneration, a CG movie. Looks neat. But anyways, I also made a video on the psychology of why we are so drawn to see zombie media. If you haven't seen it, check it out. You won't be disappointed. I'll write a full review of Resident Evil 6 once I've beaten all the campaigns. I'm in the middle of Chris's campaign. I've beaten Leon's and I played Mercenaries for a while. The game begins in media res, which means the writers expect you to understand what came before, and it starts immediately without a discussion of the previous story. And the strong point of the game is definitely its story. It's well acted, well voiced, it draws you in. You have a diverse team of individuals working to stop Neo Umbrella. They have different personalities. It's kind of like a younger version of the Expendables. And you have a new character, Jake. And seeing how all three campaigns mesh together and fitting it together like a puzzle at the end is really rewarding. It's one of the highlights of the experience. Then you have the drama between Leon and Ada, and yes, Ada Wong is back. There's the drama and tension between them, and you always wonder, is she on Leon's side or against him? The horror element is here again, and you'll get literal chills down your spine from time to time. And these are the best enemies I've ever fought in a Resident Evil game, but I wish the chainsaw guy from Resident Evil 4 made a return. The controls are better, you can move while shooting now, you can do combat dodges, but it still doesn't feel as fluid as Uncharted or Gears of War. The melee system is also a little bit imprecise. It's visually striking, the graphics are gorgeous, it's detailed environments, fluid animations, but you get the occasional obstructive camera angle, but those are infrequent. And the cutscenes are the best I've ever seen in any video game. But here is where the game loses ground in becoming another gem like Resident Evil 4. It tries to do too much. It's a game, not a movie. It comes packaged with a movie, so why do you need to strive to make this a movie too? I don't get tired of watching the cutscenes, but they come at really intrusive moments. The early parts of the game are a chore. The tutorial is horrible. You're just going through it, opening a lot of doors, and opening the doors is supposed to build tension, but it's difficult to do that when you're not really immersed in the experience in the first place because you have so many cutscenes to interrupt you. One example of how the cutscenes are poorly placed is you wash up ashore and there's a cutscene. You walk upstairs and there is a cutscene. You jump down from the ledge and there is a cutscene. And that repeats itself over the game probably like 20 or 30 times. So it gets annoying. And also there are quick time events. The combat ones are predictable, but they can get repetitive. The contextual ones are often pointless. For example, there's one part where you have to shoot a guy that's wrestling with Helena, but why can't I just have full control of my character to do it? And again, here is where the developers are trying to make this into a cinematic movie experience, but they still want to have the player have control of the experience a little bit. I also wish one of the main campaigns was solo, so then it would be even more horror focused. Because when you're traveling with another person, it's hard to have that feeling of isolation and being up against the apocalyptic horde. This is the most apocalyptic feeling game out of all the Resident Evils I played so far, so it's good in that aspect, but being alone against the massive zombies would definitely add to the horror element. The boss battles are great though. They can be a little bit drawn out and they can be really repetitive. Like, you know, you shoot the boss's weak spots, he turns back down into a smaller person, and then you're supposed to melee him and repeat that 3 times, but still, the boss fights are enjoyable in my mind. Alright guys, thanks for watching, but keep an eye out for my full review. This was just my preliminary thoughts. Once I beat all the campaigns, I'll have all the endings of the campaign posted, and then I'll have some more Mercenaries mode gameplay. See you guys later.